A very good morning to my supervisor, T.S. Dr. Muhammad Fadli bin Muhammad Sam, and my panel, Mr. Mukifun bin Mukapit. I would like to introduce myself. My name is Talefun from 3WTMI Section 1 Group 1. First of all, let me thank you for coming today. I want to present final year project that is Consumer Intention Towards Self-Service Technology in Fast Food Restaurant in Perlis Malaysia. For the introduction, technology facilities transactions are becoming more common in today's fast-paced environment. Nowadays, an increasing number of consumers are interacting with technology to achieve self-service outcome, and the self-service technology is one of them. Self-service technology, or SSTS, are tools that allow consumers to complete a task or transaction without interacting with a service representative. Service interactions are gradually being completed by technology or chain entirely into SSTS. Consumers benefit from SSTS since they are simpler to use and take less time. Furthermore, introducing SSTS are reduce labor expense, provide standardized service, reduce staff, and improve customer satisfaction from a corporate standpoint. In the background of research, a kiosk is one of the most prevalent types of SSTS, and it now regarded as one of the restaurant industry's most recent development. The restaurant kiosk is an unattended payment system that allows customers to place orders or participate in service activities without having to interaction with staff. SSTS are implemented by business in order to increase profitability. This because business higher productivity and cost-saving prospect. The technology is creating new layers of society to improve the human lifestyle. Technology generates a win-win situation for everyone by providing benefit in all areas. The background of this study is identify and explain the relationship between the factors that influence customer intent to continue using SSK in fast food restaurant. In the problem segment, self-service technology becoming increasingly popular, and they have ability to enhance or even replace human service. Intention to utilize self-service kiosks are reduced due to the technology problem. Consumers find that the self-service kiosk is ineffective due to a technology issue, and they prefer to interact with humans. Some of people do not like it because them problem every time they try to use it and lack of understanding of how to use the technology and don't know how to operate the system. Second, the system will have several issues, particularly with menu choice and payment method. This because some of customers do not know the menu that they want to order, so they need slowly to see the menu to make this decision. That customer is difficult to obtain the table number into the system after selecting checkout. This is because they are not good at using a new system such as kiosks that need to enter the table number that has the mark on the kiosk. This situation can cause the customer to feel embarrassed for not being able to use the system properly. Other than that, the instruction for food selection and meal customization were not clear enough. Oftenly, this is a serious issue because clients may need extra time to choose their meal regarding a line to use SSDS. The last problem is lack of the cash acceptance in this service kiosk. On the other hand, the fundamental reason for slow performance, because cash user can make order on the machine but must pay cash as register. Did not avoid the line like cash user can. The kiosk may need to be updated or entered to handle cash transaction. In the research question part, the first is how does perceived usefulness influence consumer intention to use self-service kiosks in fast food restaurant. Second is how does perceived ease of use influence consumer intention to self-service kiosks in fast food restaurant. Third is how does perceived enjoyment influence consumer intention to use self-service kiosks in fast food restaurant. In the research objective part, the first is to identify the usefulness of self-service kiosks in fast food restaurant. Second is to examine how the self-service kiosks provide ease of use in food restaurant. Third is to analyze the enjoyment of self-service kiosks in fast food restaurant bring influence customer to use. In the course of study, this research will use technology acceptance model or TAM to know the intention towards self-service technology. Furthermore, this research will focus on people who are staying and working as police. This research is because need to know the police people accessibility on self-service technology because this technology has just been used in police. The limitation is the process of finding and collecting data is challenging research because most people don't know what is self-service technology. Some people in police are not famous with technology. It may be difficult to collect data from them. Due to pandemic COVID-19 situation, the get information and research from the other party is difficult and it may take long time to finish each. In the significant, this study will provide a significant and effective way to intention towards self-service technology in fast food restaurant. This research finding will be good benefits to community because it provides a valuable insight that can allow the local to know about self-service in police. The literature will have three independent variables, that is perceived usefulness, perceived health of use, and perceived enjoyment. Perceived usefulness is generally defined as the extent to which a person believes that using a system will help in enhancing customer performance. Perceived usefulness is one of the most influential aspects in the technology acceptance model that influences consumer behavior and has a causal relationship with consumer behavior, intention, and actual use of technology. Perceived usefulness also has defined as the degree to a person belief in using particular technology system would improve productivity, performance, and effectiveness. In the health of use, its consumer behavior has an actual use of particular technology, that using technology will bear minimal effort on their expense. Self-service technology could be considered as a new technology that will require that consumers have a certain level of experience and knowledge to use both safely and efficiently. Perceived enjoyment is a technology make them feel interested and happier after they complete the procedure. Consumers are more likely to use technology if they appear to be more pleasure and appealing. Perceived enjoyment is an heuristic motivation, increasing enjoyment of using system. Where self-service technology include enjoyable elements for customers to attempt, they will more likely to be satisfied and repeat the habit. According to Min 2019, in order to complete user accessibility in information system, technology acceptance model determine user attitude and identify the role of perceived health of use and perceived utility. The user attitude has a direct impact on how the new innovation system is used, with the goal of determining the system user accessibility. Perceived usefulness and perceived health of use influence the attitude toward utilizing. According to Han J 2020, the technology acceptance model is the most widely accepted theory for explaining the causal relationship between user acceptance of new technology, and it has been empirically validated in number of studies. In the development of hypothesis perceived usefulness, hypothesis 1 is the perceived usefulness of self-serving technology will influence customers to use in fast food restaurants. Second is perceived health of use. Hypothesis 1 is the perceived health of use self-service technology will influence customers to use in fast food restaurants. Third is perceived enjoyment. Hypothesis 1 is the perceived enjoyment of self-service technology will influence customers to use in fast food restaurants. The purpose of the research design is to create suitable framework for study. A research design is a blueprint that determines how participants are selected, what variables are included, and how they are manipulated, how data is collected and analysis. The current study is based on how quantitative method and the study objective meet through the use of questionnaire. Research shows a quantitative approach since it is less inexpensive. The research method is the process of gathering and measuring information on target variable in a established system. The comparative method employing partially square fractional equation modeling was employed as the analysis method, and questionnaire was used to perform the research. The researcher was using the survey method to conduct this research. This because the researcher want to get the real-time information from the residents of Perlis. Data was collected by use quantitative method. Quantitative method were obtained from primary and secondary data. Primary data are the first-hand data acquired by the researcher expressly for the research objective that are aimed at solving the research challenge. Primary data can help fill the gap in secondary data that are out of date, have a different target respondent, have a different measuring methodology, or are unable to receive it into the study objective. Secondary data is information gathered by the third party who is unrelated to the research project and who gathered information from a different reason and a different time in the past. Secondary data refer to information gathered by earlier researcher for purpose other hand than current study effort. Research strategy is a step-by-step plan of action guide the researcher idea and effort, allowing the research to be carried out systematically and on time, high quality research and detailed reporting. The research strategy also is a broad approach for addressing the research topic, which involves defining research objectives, specifying data collection source, and considering research restriction. Pilot test is a pilot analysis in conduct to identify weakness in questionnaire design. Questionnaire was introduced give away to 20 respondents and feedback about the questionnaire was collected. Sampling is a technique that involves use a small number of units from the particular population to make conclusion about the entire population. Under sampling have target population, and the target population is a group of individuals that the intervention intend to conduct research and draw conclusion from. This study target the population is consumer who purchase product from self-service technology. In the sampling technique, a researcher uses a sampling to choose a small relative number of representative items or individuals from the predefined population. Sampling for it impossible to be testing every single individual in the population. The sample size due to the non-normal data distribution, PLS-SEM was chosen as the primary data analysis method. PLS-SEM method supports complicated model with multiple components and indicators as well as metric and categories data. Questionnaire was distributed giveaway to target 100 respondents. In the data analysis, the research questionnaire used Likert 5-point scale. Smart PLS used particle list questionnaire equation modeling to measure the correlation between observation variable and latent variable. The researcher will collect the active consumer on the survey and 20% of the pilot test. Thank you.